Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hope everybody is good. Thank you very much. Today is the 12th of the 12th, 2022. Wow, what a unique day. What a significant day. Hey everyone, I wasn't expecting to see anyone tonight because I did say I'm not going to stream live today, but I just wanted to do this one quickly, get in and get this done and call it a day. So if you can make it, I appreciate you. Nick Deji, hi. Please give us a thumbs up as you are coming in. Life with Natsu, thank you. welcome. Yeah, this is just gonna be a very quick one because I wasn't meant to do a live today, like I said yesterday. Tomorrow is the day that I'm gonna do live. But I wanted to quickly give an update regarding what we discussed yesterday. So thank you very much. If you're catching this on playback, do remember to subscribe, like, and please share this video. Give us a thumbs up. Oh, I'm surprised there are people. I'm honored. So yesterday we did a live stream where we talked about, the information floating on all social media platforms regarding Pastor Ayo, Richard Jeffo, and his wife, Helen. And we had a thorough conversation about that yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, please check my channel. It's on Gistmas. Gistmas is on a playlist. If you haven't been catching up on Gistmas, just click on Gistmas playlist and you'll see all the stories that we've been covering on Obodoyibo TV. It's a lot of work, so guys, please give me my flowers. Continue to share the videos, like, subscribe, give us a super chat, give us a thumbs up, encourage us. It is not easy doing these shows daily. I assure you guys, it's not. But the Lord is giving us strength. So while we were doing the show yesterday, somebody reached out to me, somebody who knows, Pastor Ayo. And I'm just quickly going to read this before I give you an update about what the wife has said, because the wife finally received she finally released what's it called, a statement today. Yesterday I was saying, I don't know if she was watching, but I did say yesterday that if I was in their camp and I know them personally, I would have advised them to issue a statement, because you cannot disregard this kind of news. There's no way you can wish it away. There's no way you can ignore it. So it's always better to confront it and say something. Just issue a statement and say, okay, this is what's going on or whatever. So it's like they took my advice. I don't know if she was watching or somebody told her, or it's just something she was planning before. Anyway, she did take the advice. And today, it's not a joint statement, and I will get to it in a minute. It was Mrs. Richard Jeffo that issued the statement, right? But before I get to it, I want to give you some feedback about that yesterday's show. So somebody reached out to me on Instagram and she said she cannot speak openly. She's a subscriber, she's an Obodo fan, but she cannot openly comment or say things because of the nature of her job. So a lot of people do watch our shows, but they cannot make comments. And sometimes when they have some feedback or they want to give me information, they just email me because they know I will respect their confidentiality, and I'm not going to put them out there. So I appreciate you guys for that trust. So they said to me that they were watching the show yesterday when we started, and they said that they've known Pastor Ayo for a long time. Okay, that they used to be guests to their show, to the church very frequently, and they were attending a sister church. The previous wife, the first wife, Stella, is an Edo woman, Ishan by tribe, precisely. But she grew up in Benin City. And this person said that they worshipped in the New Covenant Church, right? So she was an Ishan woman who grew up in Benin City. That's Stella. There's a reason why I'm giving you this update, because people were saying some things yesterday which I didn't want to voice out in the comment section regarding, the previous marriage. Brother Patrick, Brother Patrick say, I work in the department of Beberun. I'm a boy area. I'm a boy section. Oh my God. What can you do, Brother Patrick? You cannot come and delete yourself. Oh, you got to just live your life. Oh, thank you all so much. Life with Natty say, I did work, but I get deadline. And I get deadline, but I did listen. You they walk, you they listen, just listen. Don't worry, don't worry. Give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys. So this person now said that there was another pastor who is called Pastor Mobudi, who is a very good friend of Pastor Richard Jeffo. And that was the church that they attended, and they are good friends. You know, these pastors, they have like they have a clique. They have friends within, friends within ministry. Most pastors always have people they flow with. It's not all pastors that are friends. Some pastors don't like each other, but some of them within, their ministry aligned. They promote one another. They support one another, just like influencers do on YouTube straight. So this person said that Stella is from Ewu. If you are from that part of Nigeria, you know where Ewu is. Ewu is not far from Benin. Okay, if you are going from Benin to Awuchi, you pass through Ewu. It's a very popular church. And it's a very popular, see me, I'm calling church now. It's a very popular town. It's a small town. So she was giving me a bit of update, and there's a reason why I'm giving you this updates. It's important that we'll put it in context. I will explain. So let me digress. She said that according to the rumor that the ex-wife of Pastor Ayo passed away on a Sunday morning, and that she was constantly having a misunderstanding with Pastor Ayo. That according to what people were saying that time, that they were always fighting, right? Oh, T. Holly, thank you so much for that super chat. Really, really appreciate you. God bless you. Merry Christmas. So she said that they were always fighting, and on that fateful day, reportedly, Pastor Ayo was already dressed up for church when the ex-wife went to basically hold his shirt. I mentioned this yesterday. I said that some women, maybe because they are angry, and you know how emotional we can be, women, when we're upset about whatever it is. The way some women do it, because you cannot, when it comes to going physical with a man, they will just, you don't have that strength. It's only very few women who have that strength to be able to take on a man. So what a lot of women would do, typically some Nigerian women, is that they will go and squeeze his shirt and say, "You're not going anywhere today. Today, you must do this to me. Today, I never understand it. When you are telling somebody to come and start putting their hands on you, it's like you are provoking them. It's an act of provocation. Let's just call it what it is. Anyway, this person said that was the incident that happened, according to everything that people were saying at that time, was that Pastor Ayo was ready for church. The woman came and hold his shirt. He didn't touch her, like he literally didn't. It's not like he put his hand on her. There was no beating, but he may have, according to reports, pushed her away from him. She lost balance, and then she hit her head on the floor, and she deleted on the spot. Èṣù lágbára o, but kò ní gbàlà. The devil is very, very mischievous. The devil is very, very cunning. Very, very cunning. I'm telling you, one needs to be very, very careful. Yeah. So the person gave me that update. And the person said that the family, it became a very problematic matter, and the family didn't want him to attend the funeral because of this. They made a lot of trouble, and they did a lot of threats that they are going to hold him responsible. They're going to do this. They're going to do this. And eventually, when the ex-wife was buried in Ewu, Pastor Ayo was not present. Tessie, let me call you back, please. I'm busy. All right? I'll call you back. Okay. Sorry about that. If you call somebody once, they don't pick, don't call them. They will see the missed call and call you back. Nigerians have a way of repeatedly calling persons. Somebody so annoying. Anyway, so he was not at the burial. That's something very deep. If people that started the ministry together, and they build the ministry together, and people in this kind of hierarchy in society, the man was not present, that's something that is deep. So I wanted to give you that update. The reason why I'm giving that update is because when we're talking about this matter yesterday, people were saying, and some of the report that I have read reportedly said that Pastor Ayo is the quiet one, that the wives, this wife, the current one, they call her Mama Helen. I can't call her Mama Helen because I hear she's in her 50s. So we are age mates. So I'll call her Helen. That's her name, right? I know if you call person will be my age mate, Mama. So I'm just going to call her by her name. That she was the aggressor, reportedly, right? So I'm linking it to what this person who knows them from back then when he was married to the first wife said is now telling me that there were issues there, and even the previous wife, was physical, and this is what led to why she deleted. Okay, but mark my words, oh, the person did not say that she was, that they put her. He said it may have been accidental, and that's why I said that it should like Barakonibala. Something as simple as that. It can have very, very serious consequences. If somebody falls and hit themselves on somewhere on the floor, head injury, things like that, people can fall like that, especially if they've been battling with some physical health condition. They can just be deleted. That's why it's always very good to walk away. Walk away from provocation, because even something as simple as pushing someone can have very grievous consequences, right? They said that he was not present at the funeral of his first wife. Okay, now let's come to today. Why am I here today again on this matter? I didn't know that we're going to talk about this again today, but I needed to give you guys an update. Ledger Court say after yesterday, let me see. What are you saying? I went to see who he was, and when I saw Apostle Suleiman on the flyer, I just shook my head with the amount of gist lover gist about him. Okay. All right. So what's happened today is that Pastor Ayo's wife has issued a statement, finally addressing those reports about her marriage. And I'm going to read it out to you, then we'll discuss it very quickly. Right? This is what she said. She took to her social media and she said it's fake news. That's the picture. At least I checked her WhatsApp. Not WhatsApp. I checked her Instagram. She said fake news. That's the picture she used. Right? And she said, fam, that's short for family. My attention has been drawn to the fake and malicious news making rounds on blogs, social media platforms, and the newspaper against my character and that of my family. It is totally unbelievable, reprehensible, and unthinkable. And it's important that I make the facts clear. Okay. I am a wife, a mother, and a woman of God. And I uphold the tenets of my Christian faith and marriage. My family and my home is the most important part of my life. I therefore appeal to everyone to put our interest and that of our lovely kids above the need to profit from this baseless endeavor. My husband and I are not divorced. Unless people get divorced on social media, and I have never been unfaithful to my husband, whom I love dearly. All right? Be following the chain of thought. Oh, somebody say I should share the link. Okay, oh, Destiny. Let me share the link quickly because we are going to be very quick. We are not here for a long thing today, right? The link is in the comment section. If you have something to say, jump on. So let me quickly finish reading. She said, these are works of the devil and his agents to dent my character and good works. Over the years, I have committed my time and resources towards reaching out to the needy, providing support to widows, and giving scholarship to orphans. I have also taught and mentored a lot of young women on the principles of building and living happily with their spouses through my various platforms, both online and offline. I cannot go against my own beliefs. Sometimes life happens. Sometimes life happens. Yes. Unfortunately, you can preach and life happens. Derek Jackson has been he's been calling himself a relationship coach, and people like us followed him, took his word for word, and he's divorced. I'm not, it's a human being. Life happens. I'm just saying that to say that, you know, you cannot say because I preach something that it cannot happen to you. It can. It can. Yes. Marriages end. The marriage counselors gone self. Sometimes their marriages end with all the knowledge they have about marriage. Pastors' marriages end. So I'm just speaking to that comment there that I cannot go against my own beliefs. No, life happens because marriages is between two people. Finally, she said, don't forget that life is a seed. Okay, to carry a baseless news not supported is not only malicious but punishable under the law of the land. I plead with the general public to give my family the privacy it needs and disregard cheap attempts to dent my image. In, in retrospect to the fake news, I have briefed my lawyers and unnecessary legal actions are being taken. Thank you all and stay blessed. This is what Mrs. Helen Rishajafor released on her social media today to address it. Okay? Ledger code. Why are you calling Suleiman's wife now? What has Suleiman's wife got to do with this? Oh my god. Who was that person that was saying I should share my link in the comment section that want to come and say something? My link is there. Okay, let's look at this. First of all, I'll take let me take some comments from what people are saying on social media on these posts, right? You see the funny thing about this world that we live in now. Everything that we discuss is on social media, is on blogs. When you release a statement, is on blog. Anything you do, they will see the blogs. Will see all these blogs will still carry it. Just like we were here yesterday talking about this matter, and we are here again today now to give you updates. So I mean, it's comical if you ask me. It's really, really hilarious. Right. So let me read some of the comments that I saw on social media, then I come to your comments. All unnecessary legal actions are being taken. Nick Deji said, unnecessary legal actions. Does that include the divorce? She said that it isn't happening. I'm confused. Okay, I don't know. No, I think if I understood it properly, it means people that are carrying this news, including we that are talking about it now, doing Bebunru about it here now, that legal action are being considered against blogs that are talking about it. I think that's what she means. All right. Michelle, your connection is not good. Can you check your internet, please? Yeah, please check your internet and see. Oh, yeah, it's working now. All right. I'll read a few comments from the post and then I'll take you. And we'll just have a quick chat. The one that made me laugh out of all these comments is this person that said, and if Ifeora, she said, how can you divorce that money bag that buys all these clothes, hats, shoes, and diamond for you when you are not mad? Oh my god, Nigerians, own too much. So because of shoes and hats, how is that even relevant? Okay. Another person called Prince Chuku said, social media gossip is too much nowadays. What concerns people with other people's home? Instead of focusing on battering themselves, they dive to gossip or bettering themselves, they dive to gossip and busybody. The reason why you two are following the blogs is because you two, you are a busybody. You see how people are always quick to call bloggers busybody. But the reason why you two follow the blog, why you even have the opportunity to post this comment, is because you two, you are a busybody. Let's be honest, we are all busybody. But busybody ni gbogbo wa. Oh God. We are all busybody. Another person called Onyegbelu said, first they deny, we wait patiently for the second phase. Hmm. And another person say, rich kid said, you never know which is the truth on social media. Everything don't scatter. And finally, I'll take this comment that said, Luvia said, I they wait for how they go to arrest all these bloggers. One day they go arrest all of them. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Okay. That is from social media. I will read this comment from Felicia. Felicia said, I did a big way. Felicia say, hello, Auntie B. I'm not surprised I deleted her. In the 80s and 90s, when he was younger, with his gray hair, I learned he used to put his hand on her seriously. Years back, he was an evangelist with Rehan Bonke. Wow. Okay. It is all rumors. Nothing is confirmed. But if he didn't attend the ceremony, the burial ceremony of his first wife, then, and this person that was telling me is somebody that knows, right? Then that means that there was some controversy around what really happened. You see, the funny thing, we read that she had complication from diabetes. You see, life, you never know things. It's allegedly, reportedly, them say no, okay. Michelle, welcome. What do you have to say?
Hello, Auntie B. Good morning.
Morning, sweetie. How are you?
I'm fine. Oh, I'm calling from Canada. So, Auntie B, we've talked extensively talked about it yesterday. About our leaders being vulnerable, especially in the church. Now the whole situation is going to get messy. I'm sure Pastor Ayo is going to come out with his own statement. You know, at the end of the day, Auntie B, we need to understand. Well, my worry people go say something must kill a man, or die not die. You know,
Okay. Now
so
the kind, now just the kind language on YouTube, they use like now you just use so.
something must spy a man. Let me use spy.
Go ahead.
At the end of the day, these are leaders in church. We should also see them as humans. That's why
Yeah.
we should see them. I think that the church in Nigeria needs to become, especially in leadership, needs to be more vulnerable. Let us see your weaknesses as much as we see your strengths.
Yeah.
We don't show our leaders in church don't show that part to the membership. That's one
Mm-hmm.
of the reasons why I love this lady, Sarita Jakes Roberts, Pastor T.D. Jakes' daughter. The way
Mm-hmm.
that lady is so vulnerable. Like when she talked about how she was pregnant at 13, how her first marriage, her husband's side chick used to come and park in front of the house. How many we and in the eyes of the public, they were beautiful couple goals. But when she was going through all that after the divorce, she had to speak out to say, this was what I was going through. How many Nigerian couples and she was a PK's kid. TD
Yeah.
Jakes, she was at the top. Her father was at the top. She always felt like, oh, I don't want to be a disgrace to my family. Her
Hmm.
vulnerability is so open that you can relate with. Okay, fine. Even these people at their height and with all the money can be this vulnerable. Me too. I'm a mere mortal, and that would even make you even want to even know the God she knows.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in our Nigerian churches, you don't see that on the pulpit. You
Mm-hmm.
don't see a man of God telling you, "Oh, I'm struggling with pornography." Kirk Franklin came out and said, at the height of his fame, he came out, he said, I'm struggling with porn. Kirk Franklin that used to sing all those beautiful worship songs that will bless your heart. He said, I struggle with porn. But how many of our Nigerian pastors will come out and tell you that many of them will always preach? I don't want to mention the name of the pastor and his wife, which everybody uses as couple goals. My sister used to attend the church. The day my sister stopped going to church was when the woman climbed the pulpit in the church and said, she and her husband, they've never fought in how many years of marriage? My sister said, eh? No, no. So,
Oh my God.
Auntie B, is that
Somebody said
possible?
something here that makes sense. D is saying that it's not only men of God. It is a Nigerian culture that we cover up vulnerability. Let me put it that way.
Yes.
We cover our vulnerability, and she's saying it that we cover up the bad side and only show the good.
Yeah. I'm making reference to them because we're talking about highly placed men of God. How many
Yeah.
of them will be vulnerable to that point to come out and say, even me too, oh, in my closet, this is what I'm struggling with.
Mm.
How many of them? So again, I think as believers, Christian, Muslim, atheist, whatever you believe, we should all also understand that we are humans. And also we should learn to understand that these people, they are, they are just like us. And again, I understand that judgment will start from the church, right? That's what the Bible preaches, that every judgment will start. As leaders, we should start holding some of these leaders accountable. You want to be a leader of the church, be vulnerable. Let people know, oh, me too. Oh, I'm a believer, but yet I struggle. I struggle with this sin. I struggle with that sin. A lot of these men of God they forget sometimes that they are human beings. They are just men. They're not, they're just men they are men on earth. So I pray that, I know this is going to get messier. When she started bringing out statements, I know Pastor is going to respond. It would be nice if they had, at least for 25 years of being with this man, it would
Do you
be
think
nice.
she's being honest in the statement that she made about her marriage being the most important thing, how she's still with her husband? And the husband recently celebrated 70th birthday, 50 years on the pulpit. This lady wasn't present. She didn't send any congratulatory message on any of her social media platform. Do
Again,
you
Auntie,
think
again,
she's honest in this statement?
Auntie B, I think it's 50-50. It's the same thing we're talking about couple goals. How people want to show up, couple goals, we are perfect. But
I know.
meanwhile, down the road, that's what her actions are speaking. You know what they say, actions speak louder than words. So for her not to, celebrate the man, do all that, I mean, that means it's really bad. The relationship has deteriorated to this point that,
UK to Nigeria on a good day is 6 hours flight.
yes, now it has
Okay,
deteriorated to
even
that
if you
point.
enter connecting flight by 7-8 hours, you are there.
There, yeah.
These people have private jet. They don't need to even go and buy ticket to enter Virgin or B.
I
All
mean,
right. How does your husband celebrate a landmark ceremony? Do you know
yeah,
me? Everybody is speculations, right? Because they
yeah.
haven't made any statement. But
Mm-hmm.
there are some indices that will point you to what is really happening.
Yeah.
And people forget again that there are people in the church. Somebody said in the comment section just now that her chair has been removed from the altar where she used
Whoa,
to sit with the husband. There used to be two
whoa.
chairs. I showed you those
Those
gigantic
giant
chairs
chairs
yesterday.
yesterday was so fun. It was so funny.
You see
That's
those
what,
gigantic
yeah,
chairs I showed you yesterday.
I we saw it. And apart from that, you even spent 25 years with this man. Even if you want to leave, I mean, there are amicable ways of doing it. It's the same thing with Pastor Chris's when Pastor Chris got married and the
Exactly. It's
wife.
a good thing you
The
brought that on. I
I
wanted to
mean,
talk
let
about
us be
that.
amicable. Pastor, you remember the daughters? The wife was not there. I
Mhm.
mean, how can it be so messy that again, this is like I
And
said,
they
it's
hid
going
it
to
for all
drag.
these years.
They dragged, you're hiding all these things. Again, like we Auntie B, vulnerability. You are first of all a human being before any other thing.
Yeah.
Look at how it's going to end up now. Like I said, she's going to talk, he's going to talk, they will go back and forth, lawyers. I mean, you lived with this man for 25 years. He doesn't deserve a happy birthday on his 70th birthday, even if you are so angry. Again, these are the things we talk about, this Jesus Christ, do we really, really know him as Christians, in quotes? I don't know what Pastor Ayo did to her. I don't know what she did to Pastor Ayo, but man, it can be amicable and it doesn't have to get this dirty.
The Pastor Chris's situation till today, some people believe that he's still married. Even though
Eh.
the woman
But
said that
they are divorced, but she didn't go for the daughter's wedding, that big
he's not
celebrity
even
wedding.
going for the daughter's wedding.
Nobody
The
saw
woman
her
came out
there.
eventually and said that no, I can't do it anymore. We are not married. We are not together. We've not been together for years.
Yes,
I live
yeah.
in the UK. He lives in Nigeria. He's doing his own thing. But they hid it. And the followers, and I have some family members that are followers, by the way.
Yeah.
But one thing I've learned
They
is
are
that
very diehard though, those
no.
people.
I don't even
They
discuss
are
that. No, I
diehard.
never. No. When
They
it
are
comes
diehard
to
people.
religion, all man for himself, God for us. I don't even talk about it
They are
because
diehard though,
I
those
even have
people.
I have a very close family member that I happen to love very much. I think I
Yeah.
mention it all the time on this platform. Who is a member of Apostles Church.
Mm.
And with everything that's been happening, all the scandals over and over, I didn't have the courage to tell her. And it's not because I'm afraid or
Yeah.
I can't, but I
Yeah.
value our relationship too much. And
True.
I didn't want anything that would bring a strain to our relationship. Do you see what I mean?
I
Because I know
agree.
the Nigerians can be fanatical when it comes to their pastors, right?
Exactly, Auntie B.
So
And
I
we
was
need to
looking for a
start
good opportunity.
separating that.
After
As
everything was one recently happened, and I said to her, I sent her a message. I said, can you see this now? I mean, it's been in my mind to talk to you about this. Just find another church to go. can you see that this person
And
that you keep following is not, clean, pure? She said,
pure.
no, the person that said the thing at that time, which one? The scandals too many. Which one person won't
Of
call now?
course,
And the person
yes.
said, no, the person took it back. The person say it's not true. This, that, I say, you see. In my mind, I say, thank God I even kept quiet all these years. You know what? The best
Yeah.
thing to do for your relatives in Nigeria is just allow them in their ignorance to do whatever they want to do. Leave
Yeah,
them.
that's what I always say. I say,
That's the only
as
way.
much
Just
as
leave them and
as
pray for
much
them.
as, yes, as much as I respect men of God, I first see them as men. So that, like you said, like we men of prestige always says, manage your expectations. So that when any scandal comes out now, you will not be like disappointed. And like we talked about Biodu Fasoyibo, the fact that he was ill. What is there to tell your members I'm sick, I'm going through treatment? These are the things we're talking about. Vulnerability, and also the fact that you are in leadership position. Why can't you be honest about your situation? Couple goals, how the world will see me. Oh, we are the best couple. Meanwhile, inside house now, bass goes. I mean, again, like you said, Auntie B, as Nigerians, we need to, like someone said in the comment section, and we hold people in too much high esteem, regard, like, oh, these people are not human beings.
Nigerians literally worship people.
People,
Yeah.
we do a lot of man worship,
Yeah.
forgetting that one day this person too is a, you don't, like one of the things I've learned on your platform, and to be, and thank you, is that word, manage your expectations. So I go into everything with managing my expectations now. I didn't used to be like that before. But one of the things your platform has taught me is just, Michelle, Auntie B always says manage your expectations. So when I go into anything or I hear anything, I'm like, well,
Do you know
I
when you
saw it
manage your
coming.
expectation, do you
It
know
was,
what it does for you, Michelle?
yeah, yes. What does it do, ma?
Your disappointment level will be the thresholds for your disappointment will be very, very.
Exactly.
You will
It's
not
no
easily be disappointed. You know the
pointed.
things that people will do that you say, oh, why did they do this
Yes,
to me? Why
yes,
can they do
yes,
this to me?
yes.
No, because you are literally practically expecting that anybody can do anything.
Anything. Auntie B, God bless you. As in, that statement has really helped over the past 2 months. Like, wow. I used to be someone that always, have high, to whom I am a believer, to whom much is given, much is expected. When you give so much, you expect, oh, this is what I should get in return. So, but recently, I started learning to manage my expectations. Pay, this one feel go, if anything comes out of it, okay. We just know, say, it's 50-50. So with our men of God, with our churches, when we hear anything, you know, we shouldn't be surprised. We shouldn't be sad. I would be sad, but at least I understand. First and foremost, these people are human, and whatever happens, they're just being what they are first and foremost, which is a human
Absolutely.
being.
Thank you, Michelle. Did
Thank
you
you,
watch
Mama.
yesterday's show?
Yes, so Auntie B was
You
so
did,
good.
eh?
He was so
All
good. That's
right.
what I'm talking about when I think his name is K. When he was talking about
Yeah.
managing expectations and all those good things we talked about yesterday.
Yeah.
Auntie B,
Okay.
I was hoping we could talk politics. So Auntie B, this election is. I was hoping maybe one day. I'm not just to open it up.
Mm, I
Auntie B,
don't know what,
one
what is there to
Gismas.
talk about elections, I beg.
No,
Naija.
now let's just sensitize people, Auntie B,
What are we going
please.
to say? Most of us live in the diaspora. I
I
checked my
know.
demography. Most of us we can't vote. So
We
I
can.
mean,
But
if you can't vote, then what's the point?
what's the point? Okay, okay, I see
Exactly.
that reason.
That's
Okay,
why. Yeah.
all right,
Yeah, we
ma'am.
can't vote. If only we can vote, but because we can't vote, you
We
know what?
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, my darling. Really appreciate you for joining the conversation. You did use a lot of words that you shouldn't use. Being an Obudu farm, you should know. So send me a super chat, Michelle, before you go, because YouTube, I'm having serious issues with them. Honestly, serious issue with YouTube. If you know what my eye is going through, and people like Binkwe will understand. Cynthia will understand. My admins, they know what it is. It's not easy at all. If I'm telling you that the show we did 3 days ago, we did a show not yesterday, 2 days ago, and there's an American lady that called in because of all the words she used. Till now, YouTube has not monetized that video. This is what I'm going through. It's not easy at all. It's just a labor of love, this YouTube, I tell you guys. So yeah, do feel free to send a super chat, or send me something, because it is not easy. Choo choo, welcome. Oh,
Hello, Auntie B.
hello.
Auntie B, I like the good work you're doing. I listened to this first broadcast of yours. My heart actually goes out to Pastor Ayo. The thing is that although I live in London now, my growing up, my family, everything is in worry. And as a child, I was listening to him. He's been a long time in ministry. I felt so bad when this news came to me.
Why? Why do you feel bad?
You told us to manage our expectations. So now I'm now managing it based on your cancer.
True, true.
That's
I like
when you're
you.
invested in somebody somehow, like fans, that
I
kind of a
know.
thing. Just like the
Yeah,
way we were feeling for Davido, I'm telling you, when
I
I
know.
heard this
I
thing,
know
it
what you
hit,
mean. Yeah.
it hit home for me because my childhood, we were always listening to him. But this thing then happened. But it really, really, the thing I'm feeling. I know people say age doesn't matter, and to be look at life as maybe as adults now. We are now growing. You know that our sexual appetite with certain age group doesn't match, and then also in marriages where there's so much gap in age.
Mm,
Back in the days of our parents, it works very well.
mm.
But the church has not addressed many things. If you decide to marry someone who has a very large age gap with you, there are some things you will tolerate, okay? Pastor
Yeah.
Yo has had a long time in ministry from the days of Idahosa,
Oh, yeah.
in my childhood days, his exploit in Jakpa Road before he formed Word of Life. I'm not a member of his church, but just growing up in Warri, we made an impact. He shook the city. So I feel sad when his first wife died, then he married this lady. I just pray they would find out, amicable grants, to have peace. But if it's not working, I don't want to hear another story that they reconciled and then somebody died because the man is 70. He's not that strong anymore to
But
be in
she's
this
not
life.
even in Nigeria. She's here in the UK. I understand from reports.
Okay, I want them to, people can separate, divorce, anything, and still wish each other well than to go back and then one person will not buy on the way,
Mm.
or they start tussling for power. The man is not that a child there anymore. My dad is in his 70. So if you push
Mm.
a 70 years old,
They say it was 70 last week.
you see, if he push a 70 years old man, then he has BP and something happen, become story. Or if you push a woman, please, the church should learn to accept divorce. There's no crime in divorce,
The earlier they
honestly.
start preaching about it, the only person that I see on this YouTube street. Thank you so much, everybody giving giving super chat. Thank you so much, Sister Temi. I appreciate you. Temi Giwa, thank you for that. Life with Natu, thank you. Thank you. You see, the only person I see on this YouTube street that is preaching about it is PK. He's the only one that said that there's nowhere in the Bible God, because Nigerians, oh God,
So if they
oh,
can, because this thing that we are doing,
because of this issue of divorce, God
divorce,
hates divorce. That's the word that a lot of all these, churches and religious Christians have used to keep people in situations that they ordinarily
yes.
shouldn't be. So you
If
don't see
it's
them
not
talking about
working,
it. They don't, they avoid it.
yes, because
And
you
that's
see,
why even when they themselves are going through issues in their relationship, they won't dare.
they won't dare
Because
say.
when you've been preaching
Although
about it, how are you not going to say that you are divorced?
I heard from back home that members of Word of Life are aware of what is happening, but they
Of
don't want
course,
to
they are
go.
aware.
Yeah, they say he notify the elders of the church and team department heads. Okay, so the matter is known in the church, but they didn't tell that is in the public outside, which is okay because I went through divorce. I didn't call public to tell them. We just told our both families and we went our ways. Okay, so if they want to manage because there are children involved, although I don't know, so they can be able to manage it well, but people should like you said, that's your word. I wrote it down in my diary. We should manage our expectation. Nobody is God here on earth. Anybody, we are fallables. We are not infallible like the Roman Catholic Church said the Pope is infallible. Nobody is infallible. Anybody can fall. And if it happens, we should rally around the person, wish the person well, and
If
life
Adam
moves.
can fall, Adam, the first man that God created,
Anybody can fall. We rally
Adam
around the
can fall. It's
person
his
and
wife that
encourage the person.
gave him apple to chop. He chop him. He eye clear. Then who are
It's so
you?
difficult
Are
for
you
the
bigger
church
or
in
better than
Nigeria
Adam?
to accept
Adam
the
had interaction with God 1-to-1, and he fell. He didn't listen to the instructions of God. He still fell. Even
yeah.
God was talking to him. So who are you?
Are
I
you?
beg you.
So
Who
this thing,
rest?
I don't know
You
how
see,
they can
let me tell
help
you something, Chichi.
Nigerians.
You know our problem as Black people. Our pride too much. We are very proud. We are
We are
very
very
proud.
perfect people.
Oh yeah, we are proud. Our pride is too much.
I
It's
don't know how
me.
they
I'm
can help
this.
this. Then
I'm that. Now,
again,
who the hell are you? No, you are a
and
human
then
being.
again, and then again, Auntie B, something I'm noticed. Maybe it's my I'm being too. Britain has washed me. I don't know, but look at the thing. When all these churches post podium of their papas and their mamas, and they give them elevated position, and they're seeing them. So when one of them is absent, it's showing again.
Yes, now.
So
Are people blind? Can they not see? Have you forgotten that all these services are streamed now? They see them on television, they see them on
vision.
on YouTube and all social media. Abba, look at it now. Okay, let me remove this. Thank you, Hassan. The day I will learn to pronounce this name, God be praised. Thank you, Hassan. God bless you for that super chat. I really appreciate. Now look at this. Chuchu, look at
Yeah,
your screen now, my darling.
yeah,
Okay, so you see what we are talking about. These
yeah,
are two different occasions. What do you see for here? Not be two chair.
yeah,
This is when she was in Nigeria. What do you see for here?
yes,
Not be one chair. This was last Sunday when the
yeah,
ceremony was going on. Not only one chair you see. You see two
yes.
chair. And people
No.
blind. They know they see road. I beg go. Hmm.
It's so sad. I feel like I don't know. I pray they both find healing and then find strength and wisdom
Do
in
you
it
know what it
all.
is? There's a lot at stake.
Yes,
Okay. It's not only because of the well-being of the parishioners or the church people. It's because there is a lot at stake financially as well.
yes.
Otherwise, somebody like Helen, Mrs. Helen Orisha Jeffer will come out now and say, okay, I'm going through this. At the moment, my husband and I, we are separated. Somebody, I get too many intelligent people for this platform. Somebody said it in the comment section just now. Nick Deji, God will bless you, my darling sister. You know I love you. I appreciate it. We'll come a long way. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Somebody said it just now that she didn't deny that they are separated. She just said they are not divorced. And divorce and separation is a long way apart too. So
Yeah.
she can be right that they are not divorced, but she's not. What I'm asking is she being upfront with us?
No,
Open
she's not providing the main proof.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
There's
Why
nothing
are
wrong
you in
in
London with your
separation.
children when your husband is celebrating 70th birthday?
Hi.
People are not
I knew
fools.
when they married though, 1996 or 97, was just in secondary school. I didn't know that she was that younger than him.
Yeah. Nigerian men, black men generally like young women, especially African men. They like and well
Auntie
well.
K, maybe Auntie B, maybe you should do a program about this age difference thing
They
later.
no go here. They no go here. I give you
Please.
example yesterday. If you were here yesterday, you'd have seen
I was
the
here
example I give.
yesterday. I was just listening.
Mhm. I can use that this is someone that I know very well from his first marriage to his second marriage. See, even this is second marriage is shaking already now because of age gap.
Age gap.
Oh yeah.
Because when a man is in 70, what can he do again?
I don't know. Some
And the
people in the
woman
comment
that
section
is
yesterday were
50.
busy saying that the people in the comment section yesterday were making a case so that 70 that they can still do a lot. Oh, they can do this, they can do that. It's possible for
Okay,
some
but a 50
people.
years old woman has high demand. I don't know how people
Ah,
are. People should read medical sciences now on menopause. Before you get to menopause, you're so high demand in sex for a woman. But people are not talking about this thing. It looks as if it's a crime. It's not a crime. The
okay.
hormone
Oh.
for a woman builds up from 37 going up to 50, 52,
Choo, maybe
55.
you come and talk to us about it. Are you a medical person? Or this is
Auntie
based
Bia,
on
I
research
will
or
send you.
personal experience?
I
Are
will
we
send. I will.
are we in
People.
the same age bracket at that 50 when the hormones are raging?
Yes. No, it's raging high from that because
No, you are
even
not lying.
I'm
I,
not
I
lying.
mean,
People don't say the
no,
truth,
you're
Auntie
not
B. If you
lying.
say it, it look as if you're worldly. Honestly,
Yeah, what is worldly? What is
when I
worldly?
was
Last,
30
last,
years old, I don't even know even I was just busy doing career work. But as soon as you hit 37, 38, your body there is high demand for sex for a woman.
Kerewa, yeah.
But people think it's some that's why you see some women in their 45 going to date a boy that is 10, 22 years old
They need
because
it. They need it.
even in
This,
this
thank
UK.
you so much for that super chat. I bless you.
So maybe
I
you should
celebrate you. God
address the
bless you.
issue. You know why people, the women older marry younger men? Have you noticed it?
Mm-hmm.
Because the women
Yeah,
have high sex demand and the men will match it by the time they get to that age. But
yeah.
maybe Auntie B, look into it. If you can do a topic there, we can bring some textbooks and put for our people so they will understand how menopausal hormones work as it's going, and the estrogen is going up. We can put
Okay.
this so people can read about it, because it will help our people to understand that it's even better that the woman is married to a man that she's senior to. I'm not lying to you.
All right, you.
Be-
Choo choo.
be-
Thank you, my darling. Now go and do super chat because of all those S word that you were using. When you are a member
okay,
of the farm, you know you are not supposed to
do
use S
super
word. You're
chat
supposed
for
to use
you.
kerewa.
Thank you.
Go and do
Thank
super chat now.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you, my darling. God bless you. Okay. Interesting conversation. Very, 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 a needed conversation. It's very needed though, because a lot of things are going on. No, things are going on that we don't want to talk about. We like to pretend everything is hunky dory. We are all happy. I'm still a missus. I'm still married. Lori Ro, you are married to yourself. You know you are married to yourself. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop lying. Why are you lying? It's not fair. Stop deceiving people. Thank you, Tolu's Diary, my sister. Oh, that's so big. 49.99 super chat. Oh, I'm so blessed tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my sister. Right. Jola, you are here, sitting pretty.
Hi, Auntie V.
Hello, darling. How are you? Why is it dark? I can see a
I'm
ring
fine.
light behind you, but it's dark.
Yes. My
Never
mom
don't take
noticed.
lights.
No, no, no. There's light too. There's light. I have a lamp
Okay.
on, but I tend to prefer sitting down in mood lighting like this. My mom is always
Really? They
complaining.
are
Yes.
reflecting.
All right. Let me put
We
on
need to do
two.
a show together, me and you, that you
We
put your
should.
ring light out on. Mm-hmm.
No problem. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. Auntie
All
V,
right, sweetheart.
I'm a preacher's kid, so I have a little understanding of where this thing comes from.
Mm-hmm.
I think that unfortunately, because a lot of the Nigerian gospel tends to shift towards the positive. So we have a lot of the prosperity gospel has a lot of influence on Nigerians, and so we associate things like good health, wealth, only positives with serving God. And unfortunately, we also are very low in empathy. So when things that are not 100% positive happen, people are amiss as to how to behave. The
Mm-hmm.
way our preachers dress, the way they are told to sit, the way they are told to act, the way they are encouraged, the way we don't even call them by their names. It's so crazy when people call my dad brother this or pastor this. It amuses me. I'm like, this man is
That's
a man.
that's why I say I cannot call her mama, because I heard that they call her Mama Helen. She's my
This
age mate, so I
guy
can't call her Mama. No way.
this guy is a regular guy. Sometimes my dad will get frustrated and I'll tell him that me and my brothers, our work is to keep you grounded because
Hmm.
everybody else will lie to you. Everybody else sees you as aspirational. So me and my brothers, when we're giving you hot is to keep you grounded so that your
And
head will
that's
make
and that's because your dad is, I see.
yeah,
I
he's a
don't
cool
know
guy.
him, but the
He's
way
the
you
best.
speak about him means like he's like a cosmopolitan
No, no,
person
no. He's the
who
best.
can
My
even
dad is the
receive
best
that.
guy. I love him
Eh,
very much. He
it's
tries.
not
He tries
everybody
really hard.
that can take that. If you
Yeah,
are a
no, it's
pastor's
true.
child, you are supposed to act accordingly.
I beg you. I beg you. Do doctors' children have perfect health? Or do dentist children have perfect teeth? Make everybody
Hey,
move, I beg.
Chineke. Hmm.
But honestly, I think Auntie B, in this case, it's a thing of just when you're elevated, it's very hard to be seen as regular. There's a reason why even when celebrity marriages fail, people get very agitated because you see them as you have to work very hard to maintain the fact that you have to work hard to remind people that I'm normal, I'm a person. How many times do they don't even speak normal English? And if be somebody will not be feeling fine, they'll say I'm strong. What till you they talk? What are you saying?
Did you not see that comedy video of one of those jackpot people that came to UK that was saying that she didn't go to work, she didn't come to college, and she was saying I'm strong, and they fired her from work because she said she was strong.
What
That's
did
why
that
she did.
one mean?
It made me
It's
laugh.
Auntie B's things like that. Like your if you don't cultivate an attitude within the church that we are all brothers and sisters, and what is happening is that God has given me a job to do here, and which is just as accessible to everybody else. It is very very hard to be honest about flaws. The way they dress, the kind of behavior that they you kind of, I'm sorry, I don't want to, like, it always makes Auntie B, before my dad would come out of church, people don't run, they won't carry Bible, they won't carry, like, what is you people's problem?
That is it.
He's
That's
a normal
because that is the
person.
way, it's about how we interpret these things. What is your understanding of a man of God?
He's just a regular person.
No,
That's
people
why
don't see them
I
that
don't
way.
like Auntie B is also why I don't like the idea of a mega church. I've always liked small fellowships because you can be honest, you can be real. That's the kind of place you see where somebody is able to say, I'm so for if you're in a small fellowship and the person who leads fellowship, they are just like a friend to you. It's very easy to have communal discussions, but by the time even the way the stage is elevated, Auntie B, is very hard. A lot of people just
Stage. What about the chairs? I talked briefly about these chairs yesterday. People were
it's so
making jest of me
bizarre.
when I was talking
It
about it.
is
I
so
say, what
it's so
kind of chairs is
bizarre.
this one?
And
To your
it
Lord?
doesn't help. Auntie B, it doesn't help anybody. Like whenever you say it, it sounds
Take
like
a minute
people
and
think
look at these chairs. Look at how
people think
big
it's
this chair.
about
What is this?
people
Even the
think it's
Queen of
about
England, when he was alive, Mama Charlie,
she no
his
go
chair is
green
not like
sit
this.
down. No, I mean it's just Auntie B, even small things like being able to say, do you know that if you are struggling within your family, as people are so embarrassed and ashamed about things that are normal. So let's say a pastor's child is having regular teenage, everybody has that frustrating age between like 12 and 17, where it's like, and the devil don't decide, say your children, their job is to provoke you. It's normal. But because, you're in an elevated position, you can't go and ask other church members that, I beg, is this thing that I'm going through normal? What's going on with your own
Like
children?
your children are not normal children. They are supposed to be.
Or even things like being for the preacher's wife to be able to say, I'm tired, or this man is annoying me, or he's frustrating me. You can't talk, you just be there. And boiling in silence, even between pastors. And they don't talk normally. I'm always laughing at my dad. Oh, brother, this. Oh, chief, that. Oh, brother, that. But you won't talk to these people like normal people. So who do you confide in? If everybody is of an elevated level, do you think any pastor of a mega church can call another pastor to say, bros, man, this marriage, I'm tired of? Because you create an environment that makes it hard to be honest. And when
Like
you
are
remove
not a human being anymore. You are
and once you remove that honesty, you're actually stopping the Holy Spirit from working because you're performing.
Yeah.
You're no longer being honest.
No, but people perform now. That's the thing. It's the expectation, and everybody is acting.
You're a human being. You're acting like the Holy Spirit still doesn't need to work on you on the spirit of anger, of lust, of fear, you won't allow the Holy Spirit to work. You start performing. And the more you perform, the less likely you are to be able to hear. So things like small disagreements become malice. Because
and
you
the
can't
more you perform, the less likely you are to admit when things fail.
When things are wrong. Even Auntie B, even regular things. If Auntie B, if you have an older brother, if your older brother came to tell you he's chasing a younger girl, you might be able to advise him honestly and say, don't get carried away by her beauty. These are problems you might face. If an older pastor wants to marry a younger woman, who is going to tell him, bros, have you thought about this thing? Who is honestly going to say it, Auntie B? Who will say, bros, I better come, no verse. You don't reason this thing. As in brother to brother, I'm telling you don't reason them. It sounds like I'm being mundane, but Auntie B, I promise you, from small things, it becomes big things. Nobody can tell you.
I believe you. No, I know.
It's not right that during church events, why are you eating different food from the congregants?
Sitting on different chairs, elevated.
What is the meaning of that? Like, it's small things. If you read in the Bible, in the book of Acts, everybody shared everything. Everybody was on the same level.
You are even supposed to be a servant leader. That's what we understand.
All these things, and now people are having problems, and it becomes a scandal. Meanwhile, if from the beginning you are able to say, guys, I'm going to be traveling for a few weeks. We found, I did my regular checkup, and something is wrong. Please pray for me. As opposed to pretending. Do you know what that burden of even thinking about it does to you? You have
problems. Everything to keep that thing silent.
You have
they are so Christians are so pretentious in Africa. Honestly,
your body is in pain. You can't talk. Your marriage is struggling. You can't talk. Your business is struggling. You can't be honest because you are preaching a prosperity gospel. You are tired, or you are frustrated, or you are getting older. You can't speak honestly because your priority now is maintaining a facade. Auntie B, I don't believe it's about members' faith. I believe it's a thing of pride. It is pride. It is not about members' faith because there is no member that will hear.
Also where the members have is the pedestal that they put them. unrealistic.
Auntie B, you know if you put me on any pedestal if I come down.
Yeah,
you
but
beat
they know
me?
they come down because they enjoy and too. It's a thing of
Will you beat
glory
me?
when you
Will
are
you
put
beat
on a
me? If you
pedestal.
say, if I tell you, Auntie B, I've never met anybody like you say, Jola, you meet people like me every time. After some time, I will shut up my mouth.
That's how they enjoy them now. You think they don't they enjoy them?
I don't know, but that's what I feel. I feel sometimes I feel really bad because a place of honor can become a cage if you are not careful. I understand the role of honor. It is important to treat people that God has given a calling and a gift as, because it's not easy. You can see it is not easy. But what you need to be careful of is that it doesn't become a cage. You don't become a slave to people's opinion of you.
Expectations of you.
Expectations. That's the worst thing that can happen to a
It's the
person.
expectations.
Not because you don't have a responsibility. Nobody's saying
Yeah.
you should throw away
The
responsibility.
expectation is unrealistic. That's the truth.
But at the point where you start performing, where you can't be honest, where you can't just even, there's nobody to talk to, it becomes very lonely. And before you know it, you become an idol unto other people.
Yeah.
People will say, my pastor and his wife don't fight. There's something wrong with our marriage because we have disagreements.
Yes.
My
There are
pastor's
no
children,
two people in this world that don't fight. It's not possible.
see how perfect their children are. Now, what for these children? No, you don't know what's going on in their home, and there's a lack of honesty. That's the word, Auntie B. But also, is Nigerian culture. How many of our leaders are honest? We have a duplicitous nature. One of the first to be Christians. But we have ingrained that part of our culture as well, where you take duplicity and a place of honor. Also, who wants to be a regular person? It's sweet for people to roll out the red carpet every single time. It's sweet for people to treat your utterances as gold. It's delicious. So I don't know, Auntie B. I feel bad for them sometimes.
Let me ask you this, Jola, before you go, my darling. This statement that was issued today by Helen Orushajafor, do you think she's being honest with us still, or she's just playing the cards?
I think it's also about, I think she's trying to what's the word? It's almost like she's trying to, it's not that this one part is not about honesty, is that it's gotten to the point where she has to say something. So it won't be like she didn't say anything. So it's almost like people management in essence. It's not even about telling the truth or telling a lie. Is that it will just seem bizarre not to say anything.
Right.
It will just, I think at this point it's just like I have to say something. But she said she wrote a lot of words, but she didn't say anything. If you read it,
exactly.
Like it was just
when
like,
I was reading it, I didn't want to interrupt myself because it seems like the people that write these things, they don't even realize how repetitive they can be. I think using words like it's unbelievable, it's reprehensible, it's unthinkable.
But you're not saying anything. You're just using a lot of
they're
words.
Just repetitive and they're not saying nothing.
Yeah. And then also before I go, another thing is that human beings are still human beings.
Of course.
So when like there's when a relationship has been ruptured, my favorite kind of fights, God forgive me, are holy. I call them holy fights. When two church people are fighting, because they will couch all their fights in Christianese. They'll be using Christianese to mask.
They'll be using scriptures, you mean?
Yes, not just scriptures, but Christianese. There's a way Christian people talk, and it's so funny. Like they don't talk like that normally. So normally you might tell your friend, how far, how are you? When you get to church, you say, I'm blessed. Just normal.
Bless you. Bless you.
Normal English, they forget it. So even their tone of voice.
So hypocritical. I don't know why.
Their tone of voice.
There's so much hypocrisy around Christianity. It makes me sick.
Even our tone of voice will change when we enter church. Everybody's voice is soft. Brother Kenny, how are you? We bless God. It's like, what are you even saying, mate? What are you even saying?
Most people are acting once they come into these four walls or they are talking to people who know them in that environment. Oh, hi. Yeah. So bless bizarre. You. It is well. I'm strong.
Yes, I honor you. And wow,
I'm not strong. I'm very weak. I need the strength of God Almighty. By me. Where is the strength? I am tired.
Auntie, they don't even say you look nice today. They say, the glory of God is shining. What are you saying, mate? are you saying? But
This
yeah,
is
so it's stuff,
this
it's
is
stuff like
church
that.
diction.
So
What is
people
say?
be
This is
fighting.
church diction. We are learning. The glory
Exactly.
of God is radiating around you. As I
People be
see
fighting.
you, I see the miraculous.
People will be fighting, and they'll say stuff like, instead of saying, "Oh, we're having an argument," so the devil is trying to get a foothold. Wait till you they talk. What are you saying? What are you
No, completely.
talking?
The devil is trying to do what? Get a foothold.
Foothold, just so stuff like that. I think Auntie B is very amusing because it then stops people from being able to correct you, because if you can use like biblical and church language to mask
I'm not hearing that
envy,
word Christianese, but
jealousy,
it makes sense.
if you're using
There's some
all those,
diction we use within the Christendom that we don't use outside.
yeah.
The
So
devil is trying to
if
take
you're able
hold.
to use that language, it's very difficult for you to get the right counsel, because once you're able to couch envy, malice, greed, wickedness in those types of terms, people are unable to say, but this is what is going wrong, this is what you're doing right, things like that. So unfortunately, I think this entire thing that we're seeing across many churches is an unfortunate result of unnecessary lifting up of human
It's
beings. It's
unnecessary pretense. It's
Yes,
unnecessary.
and then pride will not allow you walk things back. Say, I made a
Mm.
mistake. I need to take a few months off to focus on my marriage, focus on my health. You can't do that anymore, because you've told people for many years the evidence of God in your life is perfect marriage, perfect health, perfect children, perfect looks, and any small thing means the devil has. So now your congregants might now be thinking that, okay,
Everything is
so
perfect.
did you lie
Mm.
that time?
So if I'm going through this in my marriage, it means that the devil is taking a foothold. I'm not
Yes,
just being human. And
yeah,
these things
exactly.
happen as humans.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's
Thank you
all.
so much.
As usual, I love you, Auntie B. I
I
hope you
love
have
you,
a good
baby. Thank you
Christmas.
so much. Thank you. I need to bring your
Bye.
face out here. You can't be hiding in these shadows. Nah, 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 nah. In fact, before this mass is over, I'm following you on Instagram. I don't think you're following back, so
Okay,
try and follow back.
I will.
And
Okay,
then let's arrange something. There's
of
a
course.
topic that is forming in my mind now that we need to talk about, me and you on camera. Thank you
Mm.
so much, Ola.
I
I love
celebrate
you.
you, Auntie B. Goodbye. God bless, eh?
Jola, are you using your Christianese now?
Of course. Bye, Auntie B.
Oh my God. Bye, darling. Love you very much. You speak soon. Oh my God. You guys, you see what I love? If I don't do these live shows, somebody said to me, they say, Brie, how are you doing it? I say, I'm addicted. Okay, right now I'm an addict to this live show. If I don't do, okay, if I didn't do this live show, how will I get Jola to tell? I love you. I celebrate you. Christianists. Oh, Christians. Christians. It is well. I'm a Christian, no. Daddy was a minister. Let me tell you something. The first time I mentioned that Daddy was a minister, I'm looking for somebody here. There's a brother here who has been amazing. This guy is something else. Okay, Jonathan, Otivie, Ativie, Jonathan, please, if you're on Instagram, send me a message on Instagram. DM me. I have a gift for you. You are amazing. Thank you so much for being such an amazing person. You are so amazing. I read comment too. Some YouTubers don't read comment. Me, I'm there. I read comments. I do. And you are always so balanced. You are so, oh my God. Thank you. I was looking for your email. I couldn't find it. So send me a DM. Thank you so much. I have a Christmas gift for you. God bless you. So, Jola has finished everything. What are we going to say again? Jola is just amazing. The first time I mentioned that Daddy Y is a minister, there's this lady that used to follow me. I don't even know whether she watches my video anymore. I don't think she's watching, because it's when I started talking about DV, she may have just left me. When I used to just do normal videos, the first day I mentioned that my husband is a minister. And she has my number because I know her from real life here. Like, we live together in the UK, we live in London, and we've had interactions. This is somebody I know in my personal life. But I noticed that there was a difference. The way she was addressing me, the way she was honoring me, I was like, Where is this coming from? She was like, oh, your husband is a minister. I'm like, eh? So, you know me now. Being the typical Auntie B that you guys know, I don't know how to pretend to say. But I noticed there was a change in the way she was addressing me because I mentioned that Daddy was a minister. That's what Jola was saying. The way that people hold their ministers of gospel, ministers of God, and pastors in a very high pedestal, they can't come down from it. Honestly, they cannot come down from it. Buki Ade, stop. Oh, you know, Mommy Gio, Miko, Taloraye, Bobo, Emi Oraye. They can come down. People literally will worship you because you're a minister. You're a minister's wife. What does that mean? I am me. I am. This is me as a person. I'm a human being. This is me. Being a pastor, a pastor's wife, or whatever. These are just things that we allude to ourselves. But you see, the funny thing in Africa, people, they kind of respect the kind of thing they allude to, things like that, and so it's difficult. So, I mean, in summary, nobody should come in, Mommy Gio. You people tried it before, it didn't work. Don't start now. Mommy Gio doesn't work. I don't even. No. Me that I'm discouraging my husband from doing ministry safe. I don't have time for all that. You know. I'm not interested. I'm not cut out to be a Mommy Gio. Do I look like a Mommy Gio to you guys? Oh, Churchill, you want to come in? Oh my God, I was just about to end. Okay, quickly. I've dropped the link for you. So come in now and say what you want to say. Auntie B, drop the link. I used to go to the church and my mother still does. Okay. Have you seen the link? Come in because of you. Come in quickly and say what you need to say. Is in the comment section. I'm not cut out. I don't even want to be a Mommy G. I don't care about this. No. See, to change the word, to change the word, you need more than title. Title is significant. Title is our Africanness coming in for you to, because you want to be relevant, you want to be prideful, you want to, no. To change the world, you don't need a title. You just need to do what you need to do to make the world a better place. Why do you need title? No. No, you don't need to be Bomigio. No. You don't need to even be a pastor's wife or a pastor. You don't even need to have the title of a minister. Everybody has the capacity to change the world. You know how you change the world? Is by starting from your own circle, where you are now. Where you are. How do you start? What impact are you making in your small circle, in your small organization, in your small family and friends? Start making impact to the people that are involved with you in your life. Then that's how we change the world. Not by being my Mommy Gio. What is Mommy Gio? I beg you. I'm not interested. Churchill, unmute yourself and welcome. Tell us what you have to say. Hello. We can hear you. Hello.
Oh
Churchill,
God.
can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you now. Come on. What do you have to say? Welcome.
He goes to this church and still goes to good evening, everyone. My mom actually goes to this church and still goes to this church. You can't pay me $1 million to go to this church again. And it didn't start now because you can't pay me $1 million to go to this church because I'm not even talking about their divorce or whatever it is that is going on, because clearly something is going on and this woman just came this evening to come and patch. So it will look as if something is not going on. And then somebody called yesterday and said it has something to do with 150 million naira that she went to go and use to do what's it called?
Title to collect title in America.
To collect title. Even if she did, funny enough, I support her. Funny enough, because this woman started with this man when this man did not have anything. The church was a warehouse.
But she's not the one that started the church with him now. Why are you saying it's a
No,
warehouse?
no. What I'm trying to say is that, given how far they have come, like the
Yes.
both of them,
Mhm.
I think she's also entitled to some things as a woman, because as a woman you cannot suffer with your husband and then get to a certain point and then they push you away, because she was pushed out. There are a lot of you will hear story from here, story from here, story from here. There are a lot of stories about what is going on, and all of them they correlate. That she has boyfriend, it correlates. That she bullies people, it correlates. That she abused the husband, it correlates. But my own issue is that it's not right for the woman to be pushed away. That aside, but the church is a money church. Me, I can tell you that one for free.
Okay.
It is a money church where you go and then the next thing they don't call, oh, you don't call your phone number, bring so and so amount. Is a problem that the reason why I'm speaking like this, my name is out there, people might know who I am in Worry, and say, your son went to speak. Yes, I spoke because it is a problem.
Okay.
All they do in that church is collect money.
Mhm.
That's all they do. Anointing today, anointing tomorrow, olive oil today, It's a church. I started going to. I'm currently, how old am I now? I'm over 30. I started going to that
You're
church when I
asking
was like
yourself how old
11.
you are. Churchy, don't make me laugh. You say, how old am I now?
I started going to that church when I was 11 or thereabouts.
You grew up in the church.
Yes, now. When I was younger, my father used to have a problem with my mother because of today they don't sow seeds, tomorrow they don't sow
Our
seeds. Una dey
commitment to
sow
the
for
church was too much.
So seeds that they sow for the church. But I think what is currently going on is that this woman has been pushed away, which is I don't think is right personally, because
Okay, let's yeah, I agree with you. Of course, I will agree with you on that. But we are talking about, let address this statement now that she made, that they are not divorced.
No, she's in the UK. She has been in the UK for over 6 months or thereabouts. Everything that they've said, most of the things that they've said is actually true. Most, but she didn't come into the church as she wasn't a member of the church. She was a member of Redeem.
Yes.
And then there was a link up between Pastor Adeboye, and then that's when he married her.
Right.
But the whole money accusations, the cheating accusations that she brought thugs to the church, all of those ones, they are all true. Because these are things that I've heard from. I don't go to, you can't pay me. The only time I'll go to that church is maybe my mother is doing Thanksgiving. Highest.
And your mom is still in the church with all this.
I said they go
Everything
church
you know.
tomorrow. They
You
get
didn't try
program
to
this
convince
week.
her to leave.
Ma?
Oh my God, Chochi, you don't know me. Why are you saying ma to me? Hey, Jotori Olo, my
Sorry,
name is not Ma. It's Auntie B. What's
Auntie
ma?
B, sorry.
Ma what? Don't ma me, please. That's Nigerian thing. No, I'm not ma.
Sorry, Auntie B.
Just call me Auntie B. Yeah.
They have a program this week that is starting on Monday. They always have program. You can't convince it's as if. And then another thing is that my mom she's advanced in age. So I look at it that older people can't leave churches like that.
Yes, it's true.
That they are
It's true.
founding members of the church.
Yeah.
To go somewhere else. That's another thing. But
Yeah.
most of the accusations concerning money and all of that, I will tell you for free, it's true. I remember when I was doing my investigation, and then I called my younger brother and I said, have you heard? The church don't break up. My brother said, what happened? They don't share the money equal. that was exactly what my brother said. He said they don't share the money equally. And then also the man's sister is also involved, from what I understand. If you don't like Mona Shashana and Mark more for the church, but I will say it. That's Yupu's business. The man's sister is also involved. The man's sister has been allegedly married like 5 times or thereabouts. So she was giving the woman hits.
That's Pastor Ayo's sister.
Yes.
Hey, Lobaton.
She was giving the woman hits. They said they borrowed money or something. Somebody borrowed money from their bank, and when it was time to pay, the person did not want to pay. And then the person called the sister, and the sister said, please sit down there. Now my brother bank.
So there are 2 queens in the castle.
That one too is there. She has not been in church. As this thing dey happen live, I dey wait. I said they go still comot this woman chair for this church.
They said they don't
And
come out in chair now. What would they hear now?
immediately-
We don't see the chair now during the
Actually,
Thanksgiving when
that's
Pastor
what I'm saying.
Ayo
I was watching live, as in I was looking at this thing as it was going on. I told my sister, I said, after this Jubilee program, they will remove this woman's chair from the church. And that was exactly what they did. Instead of them to, the problem with this pastor, instead of them to come out, the problem is that, okay, let's say the things are not true. And you people have members. You people cannot come out and say, the pastor will not say anything. She's coming to come and say something because that Yeye brother has said something. She has been holding her program since on what's it called?
That's
on Instagram every morning.
Yes.
So the programs that she used to have in the church, that's what she's trying to replicate. Because they have this, let me not use foul words because this is YouTube. They have this program that they hold every Monday morning. And I'm like, why are you holding a program every Monday morning when people have to go to work?
Yeah.
So that's what she is trying to replicate in the UK. So she is trying to. There was one time when I said my cousin said, "Don't try it." When she was saying something concern on her Instagram that, oh, God has called her to build an army. And in my mind, I said, you not get army for worry. Wait till do the army when you get for worry.
Oh my God, Chachi, you bad though. You say when I don't get army for worry. Now another army, next you know they get different regiments. You never hear of regiments before. Say person go get one, you go get another one. Show which one you there now?
Branch, wait. And then there's also this speculation about. Let me also say something. When this man, I'm not going to go into the children because they are young, because let me just leave that at that.
When we did talk about it before. They said there was IVF or surrogacy or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
That's what I said. I'm not going to talk about them because I was in the church when those children. I remember there's something about me that there are some specific statements. So when people start saying something, I'm like, it does not add up. That was not what happened. But let me not say anything concerning that. I'm going to say something before I round up because you said you were going to close. Something happened when Pastor Ayo was called to preach. There was something that he said. There was a reason why the church did not have branches like Redeem and the rest. There was only one branch, and then they had teaching centers. That's what they call them. So there are teaching centers around that you go for Wednesday Bible study, Friday revival service, and all of that.
Yeah.
So what now happened was that they were having problems in the church.
Right.
And this woman allegedly, this is allegedly, not quote me.
Go ahead, my dear.
My brother was saying that the reason, so what they now did was that they now transferred those teaching centers to branches. And my brother said the reason why this woman is doing that is because she knows that this Baba done the wood.
70 no easy now, but they don't tire.
She knows that the Baba needs to, so she needs to push everybody away so that when the main church, when it don't go to glory, the main church is our own church.
Oh, churchy, see when it don't come to glory. Churchy, you too funny. Isn't a cut to glory? You just turn Nigeria, they call and a cut to glory.
A cut to glory. That
when it don't come to glory. Oh my God. All this while are too much for man will be 70 years. Make I don't talk my own now. This Baba na 70-year-old, and this is too much drama for 70-year-old. I beg. Cut to glory. I beg. When I leave Baba alone, what's it be all this while now?
It's way too much drama. Way too much drama. I don't know. Because I remember when I called, if I go, when this thing happened, now I call my man say, wait till they happen for our church. My man say, I don't know.
Churchy, you be bad boy. I swear, you be bad pikin. You call your mama when you don't see drama for social media. Now you call your mama. They tell her, say, "Mama, what did happen for your church?" You can't call like worry pikin. You say, "What did happen for your church?" Because you don't tell your mama. Mama no agree come out for church.
He said, "You don't know what did happen." No, I said, "They say your pastor and your wife not did together." She said, "Hey, where are you hearing from?" Leave these people. Instead of them to come outside and
Shoshi, I
and
better leave
say,
mama alone. No, I don't like that way they do.
I beg,
What do they?
I beg.
Why they do this thing to this mama now?
No. Auntie B, I know I can tell you for a fact that my mother can have 0 naira if you give her money at the moment now, and then they go to church, and it's a constant problem.
It's because they brainwashed her. You need to understand. It's a psychological thing. No blame your mama, Churchill. Honestly.
And you know the funny thing, when my dad, because my dad is late, when my dad was alive and this thing was a problem, I'm like, I bet Baba chill. Which one they complain? This what's in the complaint. It's what in the complaint. But now you can see, and the way they do it very systematically.
It's subtle. It's very subtle. You know, go
There's
know.
a psychology.
You know why?
No, is not subtle, no.
Oh, Churchy, you don't understand. This thing is deep. It's psychological. These people know what they do because they know they tell you say you they give church or you they give pastor. There's a reason when the so-called Mama Eileen brother go, they do interview, they talk saying his sister get private.
I couldn't even stomach that interview up to 5 minutes. I'm like, please shift. You're lying.
You know why? Because they go tell people like your mama, your poor mama, not poor in poor, but in quotes.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. She go give her last penny, the last money for your papa estate, because she believes that she they give God.
That's what they do. They would, for example, now there was one time sometimes because we don't go to the church, it's only my mom that goes. So sometimes I will have to tune into their YouTube to see how far, whether the service about to end.
To see how much your mom is going to give that day.
No, just to see whether they've closed or so we can go and pick her up. There was one time a pastor came to the church and then he said, God said that he's here for people that will give 5 million naira. Hey. He's not here for 5,000, no. He's here for 5 million naira only.
Jesus.
Between me and God, this man ended up at 500 naira.
From 5 million to 500
I'm
naira.
telling you, they will tell you that this blessing, don't miss it. If you miss it, that's what they will tell you in this part. I can't go. You cannot pay me to go to this church. And this is a church
5 million to 500 naira.
The video is online. It's not like I'm lying. It's online.
I believe you, my brother.
You cannot pay me to go to this church. I will tell when it's time to go to the church. I will tell my siblings that I beg. May thunder not go strike me. I beg. I know they go. I'm not going because all they care about is money. That's all they care about. That's why this problem, everything that they are talking about concerning. Because I remember when I'm not in worry like that. When I called my sister in worry and I said, this is what's happening. Did you hear? My sister said, this problem still there for ground. And she said this problem, they've had it since like years ago concerning money. Because my sister-in-law's mother also goes to the church.
And I plenty for our family for the church. Oh,
it is a family. It's not like
supposed to don't they get some dividend from all the money when our family don't donate for this.
It's like so. I have a sister that is late. When my mother does all this shenanigans, and goes to give her money to church, she will now call my sister. My sister will say, "Please, I have food in my house. Go meet Pastor Ayo, may give you food." They say Pastor Ayo not get food for your house. They are ready to give, and psychology because when you see somebody that you think is on your level giving a certain amount, you want to come out now. Now only you don't get money.
Hey.
So that's the psychology
this is what they're supposed to. They used to secure their retirement to enjoy their life and their family. They give them. They give them out for people to fly private jets.
I remember when the private Auntie B, let me tell you, I remember when that private jet was bought. They called for an offering for that private jet.
It's a lie.
They called for I remember. They called for an offering. She herself, he was not around. So what used to happen was that when he travels, he will call in on Sunday morning just to greet the church. So she was now saying that, and that was when he was camp president. She was saying, how will camp presidents, I'm paraphrasing here, but basically like there are missions that he needs to go to. He cannot be going to the airport to go and line up.
So she was holding the fort because they are in it together now.
Yes, now so she called for an offering for that private jet. I remember clearly. when that offering was called.
Hmm.
That's why I kind of feel bad for her if she's leaving this marriage with nothing.
Hmm.
If
What
she's leaving
about
this
people
marriage
like
with
your mom?
nothing, I feel
I
bad
mean,
for
you're
her.
a good person, no, Churchill. I don't know you, but I can see your heart already. You're a very good person because you are still feeling for people who are calling for offering for a private jet when your poor mother, in quotes, not poor, but giving out
All
all
of
your
them, they go
father's
answer for
estate
last
to
day.
this church all these years, and you are still
They
feeling for Helen. Why?
they will answer on the last day. That one is not my concern. The last day,
Hmm.
all of them, and they'll say after pastor na choir. So all of them go answer on the last day.
Yeah.
And there was a time, I don't know, there was a time where like I actually felt, I won't lie, I will not lie. There was a time where I actually felt the anointing of this man, but after a while, because I saw a program that they are having now, and then they are bringing that pastor in now, Uchima, not calling him.
Now, Apostle,
And I
just
was
call her Apostle. We know him.
Apostle. I
Mm.
remember that time I say Apostle, they can't worry. When I was younger, all of us they fall under anointing, they don't blow breeze, we don't fall. And then after a while, he stopped bringing those people around him. Now
Mm.
that they don't bring apostle, they come again. Apostle, when we say apostle will call your number, the next thing they don't call me, you bring offering. Is it he doesn't Pastor Ayo doesn't even preach in the church that much anymore. I will tell you that one for free.
Hmm.
He doesn't preach that often. So what he does is that he brings other younger ministers at the moment to preach.
Hmm.
And when those ones they come, they preach, they will collect offering.
Of course. Hmm.
They will collect offering. She used to preach New Year, they come now. She they preach for New Year service. Make she can't talk why she no go there for the New Year service.
Okay.
She preaches every New Year service, so she should come and say, "Oh." And then her brother opened mouth to say she's currently doing doctorate in the UK. That's why she moved to the UK. I'm sorry, is there not already a doctor in her name?
You want 150,000, 150 million one.
Ask me, oh. So which doctorate should they
Hey.
do? Should they do the one where they not pay for now?
Now, wow. Things are happening. May
You
God help us.
that's why I'm happy that this younger generation they hold God for who God is. They don't look at man of God. They hold
Hmm.
God for who God is. Because older people, it's very it's only God. God will shall help them if they solve their matter.
I also this one never discourage you from Christianity or Churchill.
No, it did not. You know what changed my mind? What changed my mind? I don't go to church at the moment, but
Hmm.
I follow online services. I went to Covenant University. When I went to
Okay.
Winners strategy is very different from
Hmm.
Word of, because all I know is Word of Life. I don't know anything else. When I went to Winners, they don't ask for money in Winners.
Your mother made sure you put your head inside that covenant well. I know mothers. Thank you, my brother. I really
No
appreciate talking
problem,
to
Auntie
you.
V.
You do well, my
No
darling.
problem. Good
God
night.
bless you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Hmm. Now, wow. Oturugbeke. Now, this one they call Oturugbeke. Hmm. Now, women, know. Any church where you see now, women, my gender. You know, sometimes when I try to figure out because now what church be this now. This church was I don't even know say they no get branches like that. I'm just learning it for the first time now from this our brother that called that they don't have branches like Winners and Redeem. Women now then they grow churches, so now then they give. Men they give pass because obviously now men get money pass for this world, for Nigeria and all that, for Africa. But if you check the congregation, now women they always plenty pass. So I can't ask myself, say why be saying now women they always full churches pass? There's a reason, no. Hmm. Hmm. There's a reason. Favor say I don't talk tire my mom about the money issue. She not go here. She not go here because you don't understand. There's a deep level. When they tell you say you they give God, they will tell you make you give, for this, for that, your children, their prosperity, their well-being, their this, their that. Me and my husband, we they get serious argument about all these things. As a Christian, I challenge some things, because I dey look and say this part of the world where we dey so. See us now, we dey here now, we dey see Oyibo now, they prosper. They get generational wealth. We don't even get generational wealth. You go see Oyibo where be say they don't get money. They inherit. You go enter some houses, they go tell you, say, the mortgage is paid. You still they struggle to pay your mortgage for your house. Or you don't pay their own finish since. Because people to buy the house already, their own parents don't give them some serious deposits. We know they're the same level with them now. But they know they so. They know they do all these things. But our parents for Nigeria, like Chochi mother, what do you want to tell her? How are you going to explain it to her? She don't understand. Now, what they don't tell her, they don't condition her to believe that she's giving to God. When somebody say, "Buy Iloluwawi," this is what the Lord says. It's difficult to challenge it too. Except you're hearing from God yourself. How you want to challenge when somebody talks, say, "This is what God is saying." It's hard. So people like Chochi mother, I totally understand where it is coming from. You can't change them, just leave them. Mothers like that, especially mother who, their husband don't delete, they are widows, they have adult children, maybe they are alone, or they have one or two people staying with them to take care of them. What do you want to tell them? All they do now is to worship God. So now they exploit them. For this part of the world, you know what they call them? You get name where they call them for this part of the world. When they exploit vulnerable adults like that. But that's not what we are all about tonight. We're talking about, this so-called statement that was released by Helen Orisha. She said that everything that the bloggers are saying and everything that people are saying is against her faith. She believes in marriage. Her marriage is number one. This, We would have believed it, but your husband was celebrating 70 years birthday, 50 years in ministry. You weren't there. You didn't even send him any congratulative message. So you know what? No matter how you want to package yourself and sell yourself, people will read between the lines. Look, we not even talk about Chochi where you just come finish the table now, tell us everything where they have to say, Mama. Now, long time member of the church. I already knew that this was all BS. Like everything they are saying now that it's not true. My sister is still married. Is still trying to maintain the status quo. Because as a Nigerian minister, you are supposed to be married. How dare you divorce? Eti wolo magbo that you are divorced. So if people are talking about how they are successful, they are rich, they have private jets, oh, come on. The lesson there for us again today to take while I'm ending is that, ladies and gentlemen, in this world, at some point, all of us now actors will be, people will act because this is your expectation of them. You hold them in this pedestal and they will act accordingly. So all these big chairs, what would they see? So all these large mommy geo chairs, daddy geo chairs. So you see, this is how we have placed, unfortunately, because if me, I'm even reading the Acts of Apostles, I'm reading all the Chronicles and everything that the apostles did in the New Testament. All those apostles were servant leaders. They were servant men of God. Most of them suffered and they were deleted from persecution from preaching the gospel. But today, what does it mean to you and I? What does it mean? So we need to be very, very careful. I know that people like Church's mother, my mom was like that too. She was fanatical. Hey, Jesus. How dare you even talk? So some of our mothers, you can't do nothing about them. This is all they know. This is trying to dissuade them or try to persuade them that no, it's like you are trying to change everything they believed in. And the alternative is it's catastrophe. They can't believe it. No, they cannot believe it. But you and I don't know what Uzo was putting us in category that day. I don't know. I don't forget the category. Whether na JZ category, I been a Z category, I been a millennial, whatever. I don't know what he called them. But all I know is that we know better. And if you know better, you got to do better. All right? We need to do better. No put any man on any pedestrian say, this person, No. Not even me, why they talk to you now. I beg. No put me on any pedestrian. I'm only a human being, no. I'm a human being. Just like you. I beg. I don't even want anybody to put me in any pedestrian way because I'm doing relationship. I'm talking about marriage. Joe. We are humans. And things happens. Life will happen to you as a human being. So manage your expectations. I believe very strongly that this statement is not telling the whole truth. They may not be divorced, but they are not together. There's a reason why she's in the US and why she's in the UK. There's a reason why she was not present in her husband's day of glory. 70 years, birthday, 50 years on the throne. As a Christian, you are not there. Your chair has been removed. You live in the UK. Why? No congratulations, nothing. I beg. Nah. So people can read, they can read in between the lines. My sincere message to all Christians out there, please try and be transparent. Be real. Be relatable. Don't make a facade. Uzo, are you there? I just got your name. You came. I'm Generation X. Okay. Generation X. I put my 2 hands up now. Uzo, if you can see me. I'm Generation X. Yeah. Let's be real. We are human beings. So that when it happens, people can relate. And it will also help your congregation to understand that, yes, these things happen. Don't keep denying, trying to lie, to cover up, to say, oh, I believe in marriage, I preach it. I believe in marriage. I talk about marriage and relationship. I talk about all the things. If I come tomorrow and tell you that I'm not married anymore, okay, take it. Life happens to all of us. Hey, Joe. But when you put yourself in a pedestal, or people have put you in a pedestal because of the way you presented yourself, there's a problem. There's a big problem. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Uzo says, thank you. Today's show, as always, I'm always in the background listening and learning. Thank you, my darling. Okay. I'm Generation X. I learned that. Now I will try not to forget. Uzo, anytime I forget, I will mention it again. Yeah. In time, all will be revealed. Whether what Helen is saying about their marriage is correct, whether it's the bloggers or the people that are spilling their own understanding of the situation, whether it's right or wrong, we will find out. People like Chochi, who their mother have been in that church forever, whether they are lying, all will be revealed in time. You know what? There's a thing about truth. Truth cannot be hidden forever. Whether you like it or not, it will come out. Okay, so I know these people have a lot at stake. They have image to protect. They have a lot of things that they are protecting, their money, their reputation, and all that. And most importantly, they want to present to the world that they are this dignified, all-knowing, all-righteous married couple who believe in marriage. Nothing will ever happen to their marriage. But please, guys, life happens though, and it happens to all of us. It is well. Manage your expectation, oh. Guys, don't look at anybody and feel like, they are like this. If people like Church's mother and our mothers, we, the generation, I don't know, J's generation Z and millennials, no, we should know better. We should know better. If you know better, you got to act better. It is well. May God heal all broken hearts. May God console those who are, going through, marriage issues, relationship issues, whatever they are going through. But most importantly, may we be able to may God help us to articulate, and be honest with our truths. Because that's one thing that nobody can take away from you. Don't keep lying. Lying is a burden. If you are not happy, stop lying and be posting pictures every day and do as if you are happy. No, you are not. Stop it. You're undoing yourself. It is well, oh. May God help us. Thank you so much, guys. Tomorrow I'm back. I want to talk about DJ Copy tomorrow. So there's a lot going on with DJ Copy's relationship. And there are some red flags I'm seeing. I think she's settling. That's my personal opinion. But I want to bring out everything with this so-called engagement with this British Oyibo boxer. This boxer. Okay. Let's unpick it tomorrow, guys. Join me at 7 p.m. tomorrow. We'll talk about DJ Copy, and that is Femi Otedola, one of the richest men in Nigeria. The daughter, we're going to talk about her tomorrow because I've been looking at the situation with my inside eye, my corner, and after they look the matter since they look say, all this kind of engagement. Okay. We'll talk about it tomorrow. I'll tell you what I think about the situation, and you can give me your opinion as always. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for all who gave super chats. Please give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and please share the video. I'll see you tomorrow night. God bless you. Bye, guys. Love you. Bye.